about the teenage sensation that's taking the football world by storm. Jude Bellingham is his name, and he's redefining the game with every swift pass, every strategic move, and every stunning goal. This English midfield maestro is out there, proving that age is just a number when it comes to sheer talent and unbridled passion for the game. Join us as we unravel the story of this young virtuoso who's already being whispered about in Ballon d'Or conversations. If you're all about witnessing history in the making, you won't want to miss this. Don't forget to subscribe to join us on this journey through the world of sports wonders. Jude Bellingham's ascent is like something out of a movie, right? Picture a young lad, indifferent to football, despite being born to a dad who was a legend in non-league football, with more than 600 goals to his name. But young Jude? He'd rather play with blades of grass than a football at his dad's matches. Yet, at 6, something clicked, and the boy who wouldn't glance at a football became obsessed. Fast forward to 8 years old, and he's playing for Stourbridge, his local team. There, a scout from Birmingham City spots him, and just like that, he's on his way to their academy. Are the coaches there? They saw potential, but the kind of potential that scores 15 goals in a half for the under-10s. That's extraordinary. Now, let's chat about his time at Birmingham City. By 14, Jude's playing with the under-18s. Imagine being in high school and playing with guys preparing for university. It's that kind of leap. At 16, he's not just playing with the big boys, he's setting records, becoming Birmingham's youngest ever scorer. His first season ends with 44 appearances, 4 goals, 2 assists, and, let's not forget, the EFL Young Player of the Month award. For a kid? That's like being the new kid in school and taking every test. It's clear as day Jude's talents were too vast for the small pond of Birmingham. The club even retired his jersey number. Some might have chuckled at that, but hey, if you've got a gem like Jude, you celebrate it, right? So, when Jude Bellingham packed his bags for Dortmund, it wasn't your everyday transfer story. It was like a blockbuster trade. At Dortmund, he hit the ground running, or should I say, scoring. His first goal in the DFB Pokal Cup made him the youngest scorer in the competition's history. Can you believe that? At just 17, he's writing his name in the history books. And in the Bundesliga, he wasn't just another player, he was a sensation. When he made his Champions League debut, he was already the youngest English player to start a match in the tournament's history. You're getting this, right? We're talking about a teenager going toe-to-toe with seasoned pros and not just holding his own, but shining. Now, let's talk about what he's doing at Real Madrid. It's like every game he plays, he's got something to prove, and boy, does he prove it. He's scoring in every single game so far, and let's not breeze past that El Clasico, where he netted twice. That's the kind of performance that has everyone sitting up and taking notice. It's not just his skill on the ball, it's his vision, his timing, and let's be real, the kid's got grit. He's become the heartbeat of Madrid's midfield, and he's doing it with style. And you know what they say, when in Madrid, do as the Galacticos do. Well, Jude's not just doing it, he's redefining it. And with the season heating up, we're all watching, waiting, and wondering, what's Jude Bellingham going to do next? Let's cut to the chase and talk about Jude Bellingham and Zinedine Zidane. When you're drawing comparisons with a legend like Zidane, you know you're doing something right. But here's the kicker, Bellingham's stats are speaking louder than any praise could. This isn't just a hot streak, he's consistently putting numbers on the board that are turning heads. And it's not just about scoring goals, it's about scoring them when it counts. With a knack for finding the back of the net in fewer games than Zidane, he's showing up in big moments, game after game. That's what legends are made of, right? It's like every time he steps onto the pitch, he's not just playing, he's etching his name alongside the greats, and he's just getting started. Now, let's chat about the Ballon d'Or, the golden trophy every player dreams about. With the way Jude's playing, those whispers about him being a contender, they are getting louder. His flair, his finesse, his fearless approach to the game, it's all pointing towards a future where we could see him holding that trophy. And let's put this into perspective, he's still a teenager. His potential isn't just promising, it's practically glowing. We're talking about a player who could go from rising star to football royalty before he even hits his prime. So, keep your eyes peeled, because if Jude Bellingham keeps up this pace, we might just be witnessing the rise of the youngest Ballon d'Or winner in history. How's that for making a mark? Alright, let's talk about leadership, because it's one thing to play well, but to lead, that's the next level. Jude Bellingham, while others his age are just starting, has already captained Dortmund. Think about that. This isn't your usual armband passing around, it's a statement of trust. The kind of trust you earn when you're not just a player, but a leader. And Jude's not leading quietly. He's vocal, passionate, and out there, setting examples that inspire not just the youngsters, but the veterans, too. It's about attitude, commitment, and the rare ability to boost the team's spirit. That's not just skill, that's character. And Jude's got it in spades. Now, let's look down the road. Jude's future? It's like the most thrilling book you've ever read, and we're just past the introduction. With talks of him heading to Real Madrid, the stage is set for some grand football spectacle. And you better believe, at 19, Jude's story is far from over. It's as if every game, every goal, and every moment he plays is another sentence in this epic tale of football greatness. Fans, experts, and even the legends themselves are all watching eagerly. Because with a talent like Jude Bellingham, the next chapter could be about how a young prodigy became a football immortal. And guess what? We get to watch it happen live. So, stay tuned, because this journey, this rise to legendary status, is something you will want to take advantage of. As we watch Jude Bellingham's career unfold, one thing is clear: we're witnessing the rise of a player who could redefine the beautiful game. With skills that dazzle and a mindset that conquers, Bellingham is more than just the next big thing, he's a football revolution in the making. Remember to subscribe and join us as we follow the extraordinary journey of this young titan. Until next time, keep the game alive in your hearts, and let's keep celebrating the talent that makes football the spectacle it is.